You're sitting on an airplane at 35,000 feet. You press the flush button, and in less than 2 seconds, whatever you just deposited vanishes with a scream so loud it sounds like the plane is ripping apart. Now, here's the question. Where did it go? Did it just fall out of the sky? Did it freeze into a chunk of ice somewhere over Kansas? Or is it still on the plane with you right now, trapped in some hidden compartment you've never thought about? Because here's the thing. A single Boeing 777 can carry 400 people on a 14-hour flight. That's potentially thousands of flushes, thousands of pounds of waste, and it all has to go somewhere. By the end of this video, you'll never look at an airplane toilet the same way again.
Let's rewind to the 1950s. Commercial aviation is booming. Planes are getting bigger, flights are getting longer, and engineers are facing a disgusting problem. What do we do with human waste at 30,000 feet? Their first solution? Buckets, literally. Metal buckets that crew members had to carry off the plane after landing. Imagine that job description. But as flights got longer, airlines needed something better, so they invented the chemical toilet, the same blue liquid system you've seen in porta potties. It worked like this. Waste dropped into a bowl, then got flushed with a heavy blue disinfectant liquid that recirculated through the pipes. Sounds reasonable, right? Wrong. Here's where it gets crazy. That blue liquid added hundreds of pounds of weight to every flight, and weight equals fuel equals money. But worse than that system leaked constantly. Because when that blue liquid seeped out of the plane into the freezing air outside, it didn't just evaporate, it froze, solid, into chunks of ice the size of bowling balls. Aviation engineers called it blue ice, and sometimes those chunks would break off mid-flight and fall from the sky. There are documented cases of blue ice crashing through roofs, denting cars, and landing in backyards. One even smashed through someone's sunroof while they were driving. If you've ever worried about something weird falling from a plane, drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from, because what happened next changed everything.
In 1975, a Boeing engineer named James Kemper had a realization. What if we didn't flush waste down with water? What if we sucked it away with air? He invented the vacuum toilet system, and it's one of the most brilliant pieces of engineering you've probably never thought about. Here's how it works. When you press that flush button, a valve at the bottom of the toilet bowl snaps open for exactly 5 seconds. But instead of water rushing in, air rushes out. Picture this. Inside the cabin is pressurized to feel like you're at 8,000 feet, but outside, the air pressure is almost zero. So when that valve opens, the pressure difference creates a vacuum so powerful it rips everything out of the bowl at over 100 miles per hour. That's faster than a car on the highway, in a toilet. And here's the genius part. The entire bowl is coated in Teflon, the same non-stick material in your frying pan. So it only needs about half a cup of water to rinse everything away. Compare that to your toilet at home, which uses 1.6 gallons per flush. This system is so efficient that a single plane can handle thousands of flushes using less water than it takes to fill a bathtub. But here's the interesting part. That waste doesn't just disappear, it has to go somewhere. So where does it go? Through a maze of pipes in the walls and floor of the aircraft, straight to a sealed holding tank hidden in the belly of the plane, usually near the tail section. Think of it like a giant airplane-grade septic tank, except this one has to survive extreme temperature swings from 70 degrees F inside to minus 60 degrees F outside, massive pressure changes during takeoff and landing, violent turbulence, and still stay 100% leak-proof for 14+ hours. These tanks are built from reinforced steel or composite materials and are sealed so tight that not a single molecule of odor escapes into the cabin. That's why you never smell anything weird walking past the bathroom, even after 300 people have used it. The tanks are designed to hold anywhere from 50 to 200 gallons, depending on the aircraft's size. For reference, that's enough waste to fill 3 full bathtubs, and it's all just sitting there a few feet below your seat for the entire flight. Now, here's something most people don't know. Those tanks don't just store toilet waste. Some systems also collect gray water from the sinks, hand soap, toothpaste, whatever you rinse off your hands. It all goes into the same sealed reservoir. If you're learning something new, hit that like button, because what happens after the plane lands is where this gets really interesting. The plane touches down. Passengers grab their bags and shuffle off. And while you're walking through the terminal, a specialized ground crew is already moving toward the aircraft with a vehicle you've probably never noticed. It's officially called a lavatory service truck, but in the aviation world, everyone calls it the honey wagon. Here's how it works. On the outside of the plane, usually near the tail, there's a small panel with a valve. The ground crew connects a thick, heavy-duty hose from the honey wagon directly to that valve. Then they flip a switch, and a powerful vacuum pump starts sucking every ounce of waste out of the aircraft's holding tank. The whole process takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and once the tank is empty, they flush it with a sanitizing solution to clean it out for the next flight. But here's the part that blows my mind. This happens on every single flight, whether it's a 45-minute regional hop or a 16-hour trans-Pacific marathon. That tank gets emptied and cleaned between every departure. The honey wagon then drives the waste to the airport's sewage treatment facility, where it's processed just like any other wastewater from the city. No special treatment, no dumping into the ocean, just normal, regulated waste disposal. So no, airplane toilets do not dump waste into the sky. They never have, and with modern vacuum systems, they probably never will. So let's bring it all together. When you flush an airplane toilet, you're not just pressing a button. You're activating a system that uses the laws of physics, pressure differentials, vacuum force, and material science to solve one of the hardest logistical problems in aviation. You're sending waste screaming through reinforced pipes at highway speeds into a tank that can withstand sub-zero temperatures and massive G-forces. And then, after landing, a team of professionals removes it safely and hygienically so the whole process can start over again. It's not glamorous, but it's one of the most overlooked engineering marvels on a commercial aircraft. And the craziest part? Most passengers never think about it. You just press a button, hear a loud whoosh, and move on with your day. If this changed the way you see air travel, go ahead and subscribe, because there's a whole playlist of videos like this waiting for you. Just click the link on your screen. Now here's something even more interesting. Ever wonder what happens to all the fuel an airplane burns at 35,000 feet? Where does that exhaust go? Does it just disappear into the atmosphere, or is something else going on up there? That's a story for another time. Until next time, take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next video.